everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Faith and today we're going to be cooking up some salsa. This is one of my most requested recipes that I get all the time. I want to show you today that this is going to be really easy to do. You can use things that you already have in your pantry, I bet, and it's very cheap as well. This is a great recipe. It makes a ton of salsa, and you can even keep it in your fridge for up to a month if you jar it in a mason jar. This is gonna be a great recipe to keep in your pantry, in your pocket, then you can reuse it over again. This recipe we're gonna use a few simple ingredients. The first you're gonna need is 4 cans of diced tomatoes. And I really like to use the fire roasted tomatoes. I just feel like it gives it a better flavor overall, and it gives it a smokiness to your salsa, which I think really creates the wow in this salsa. So you need 4 cans of that. You're gonna need 2 bunches of cilantro, 2 white onions. You're gonna need the juice of a lime, a little tiny bit of sugar, some salt, and this is chipotle peppers. And I keep those in my pantries at all time too, because I just like the smokiness of that as well. So I'm gonna start with my onion. I'm gonna show you, and this is all gonna go in my food processor, but I'm gonna show you how we cut this onion up. Super easy. And also my food processor is not big enough to do the whole batch at one time, so I'm gonna do this in 2 batches, starting with just 1 onion, 1 bunch of cilantro, and 2 cans of tomatoes. There we go. Just like that. Just chop it just like that. Then the next thing I'm going to put in, I've already rinsed and washed these off real good, is my cilantro. And I'm just, you see where they already have the, you know, where they keep the bunch together? It's like the bread twisty type thing. I'm just gonna cut it off right above that, and I can throw that part away. And because this is all going in my blender, it's all gonna get nice and blended up. So I'm not worried about the stems or anything else. Just gonna go in there like that. That's gonna smush down as it blends up. Oh, forgot to say, you're gonna need a jalapeno too. It's not salsa unless you have a jalapeno, right? Now, we don't love things super spicy around here. So I'm gonna take out some of the seeds. I'm gonna use another spoon real quick. All right, I just take out the center just a little bit, like that. And then I'm gonna chop up this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put, if I was just doing half of this, if I wanted to make this recipe smaller and just use half, I would only use half of the jalapeno. But because I'm gonna do the whole entire batch, I'm gonna do 1 whole jalapeno in this first batch, and then my second batch I'm not doing any jalapeno at all. Okay, so we've got that. So now we're just gonna add 1 chipotle pepper, and same thing with the jalapeno. This is gonna be, when it comes in the can, it's kind of like all mushed up together, but you can tell that's 1 pepper right there. That's gonna go in, and I do like to get in there and get a little bit of the juice. Put in there. I just like how that flavor is really good. And then we're gonna add 2 of the cans for this batch of the tomatoes. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of sugar. You kind of need the sugar to balance out some of the acidity in the tomatoes and the heat a little bit. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And listen, tomatoes need a lot of salt. They really do. So don't be afraid of that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze half of a lime right on top of there. And really, you guys, that's it. It's so simple. It comes together so quickly. You're gonna put the lid on and blend it up. Here we go. Okay. And now we're gonna pour it into my bowl. It's so fresh tasting and it's so delicious. I'm gonna go ahead, it's a little thick because I'm gonna make 2 batches of it. So, but this time around I'm not putting everything in. We're just gonna put in the onion, that a good chop right there. Mexican food is probably my family's favorite food. Okay, probably my favorite food. I don't know that everybody in my family likes it as much as me, but I could eat chips and salsa every single day and never get bored with it. I love it. There we go. Another bunch of cilantro. Like that. Just gonna get my trash out of the way. And then we're gonna put in the last 2 cans of tomatoes. And I am gonna add a little bit more lime juice and a little more salt. I don't have to add any more sugar, but I do wanna add salt because those tomatoes need it. So we got that. This is a fancy dancy lime juicer. You don't have to have one. You could just use a fork and squeeze it, but it is kind of fun and it keeps the seeds. You don't have to worry about getting the seeds in this way. There we go. And we're gonna do just a touch more salt. Just like that. Put the lid on. Here we go again. Round 2. And now we're gonna add this right in here. Look how much salsa that makes, you guys. And I'm telling you, that was so cheap. Those cans of tomatoes are probably $4 total for all 4 of those cans of tomatoes. You know how cheap onions are. This is super cheap. The whole thing probably costs $6. And this is gonna be enough salsa to last for a long time. You can even share it with other people. All right, it's so delicious. Let's give it a try. Do we need to add anything? Nope. Looks so good. Thanks for joining us today from Paxton Pantry. Follow and subscribe for more fun recipes.